Welcome to this video. Today we're going to discuss Pacts and the Sorcerer's intent. The first type of Pact is known as a Blood Pact. Most practitioners that get into any form of ritualized spiritual contact or communion-based foundations will call upon some form of trickster or some form of Hollywood-produced film type deities to call upon the power, such as Mephistopheles. If you're following Faust, the movie Faust, for an example. Whereas in reality, Faust is also known as Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles is a blood pact maker where it's more of a quick fix. It is more of a temporary agreement that is exchanged for your soul. Whereas, say for an example, a dark pact, or better yet, an infernal pact, deals with more like a band-aid first aid type quick fix. The quick fix is normally something beneficial in exchange for Lucifer Raphael's favor. Okay? When you call upon him and you bring him forth through summoning, you ask for something in exchange for something. It's basically like the old shamanism within tribes. You give and take, sort of thing. And you're making an infernal pact, aligning yourself with the forces of darkness. Whereas a demonic pact is more about building up a relationship with these demons, with these jinn and angels, okay, type thing. Whereas, say for an example, a dark pact is more of an ascension type thing. Basically, it's where the sorcerers have gotten to the point where they just there's nothing left in this world to study, to learn. They're tired of it and they just want to ascend. And give themselves over to the magics, the mystics, okay? And that's basically what that is, okay? So, with that said, and that more understood of the different types of pacts, the Dark Pact is something that's also classified as becoming a Nephilim. In some cases, it's ascension and becoming the children of the gods, so to speak. But a lot of sorcerers who get into this type of path and get into the magics, the mystics, a lot of them don't really have the concept or the state of mind of what they're looking for or what they're getting into. They just think it's cool and want to go along with it, which is classified 9 times out of 10 as herd conformity. They're known as trolls and fakes because they're just more or less dabblers. They're doing what everybody else thinks is cool. Now, for those who really want to get into making pacts and deals, this video series of the Witchcraft series is actually going to teach you how to do that. And now that we're at a state of how to do it, it's about building up that trust in that relationship and actually allowing them to work within your life by opening doors and closing other doors. Most recently, I was actually watching a video where E.A. Koetting actually literally replied to somebody's question, and he actually hit the topic dead on. And what this is that a lot of people who get into it and they make a deal with, say, Lucifer, for an example, they expect it to happen immediately. And when you're looking for wealth and prosperity in exchange for something, a lot of people expect it right up front. They don't understand, and this is something I agree with E.A. Koetting, is they don't understand that it takes time. It is something that, on one hand, you have to be the one to act, whereas on the other hand, all they can do is just simply open the doors. You have to be the one to walk through them. And that is actually my words on that one. and which is actually true. Even the Bible itself speaks of good deeds and good actions. Okay, words and deeds, which is in the book of Corinthians. I want to say it's chapter 11, if I remember correctly, in First Corinthians. So basically, when you go into making deals and pacts, you really want to have a firm understanding. Are you doing this for you, as in the long run, the long haul? Are you looking for that power, that knowledge, that wisdom that can help benefit you in your life and literally set your side apart from the average wannabes? Okay? And this is something that a lot of people don't contemplate on. They don't contemplate on being a spiritual guide, a leader. Okay? They don't understand the difference between your average Joe and being unique. And that's a sad fact. But if you think about it, by making the relationships work, by learning from them through humbleism, it is not about, how should I say this, forcing them to do things, like in the Christian viewpoints of, say, the Grand Grimoire, the Grand Grimoire Red Dragon, or, say, for an example, let's go with, let's just say, forcing a demon to do something is not building a relationship. That's basically making them into a slave, much in the same way as Solomon the king. Okay? And I do not personally agree with forcing them into a triangle or some form of devil trap. If you're going to work with these beings, work with them one-on-one, learn everything you can about them, become obsessed with them, and learn about them, learn their strengths, their weaknesses, who they're connected to, what orders are they connected to, okay? And continue learning about them until you're comfortable with summoning them through evocation or invocations, okay? And once done, then and only then can you literally start learning from them. Zaniel, the teacher of witchcraft from the Grimoire of Armadale, will not immediately reply to you because he wants to see what you're willing to do. Aguileret, the keeper of the sacred tones, will not reveal any doctrines or any secrets from the infernal library without first understanding that if you are ready or not. Okay? Soroth, the sun god, is literally the keeper of the mysterious number 666, which in return is also the keeper of the hypnosis, the magics themselves. So to know all this, you really need to know who you're dealing with. What are their capabilities? Okay? You cannot make up a demon or an angel. These beings will make themselves known in time. But you have to be the one to work with it. You can't expect things to be given with a snap of a finger. Okay? So that's the mind state of most practitioners today in the modern times. So literally do what you got to do, but do it for yourself, not for somebody else. Do your research. Delve into the magics face first. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. And if you need help, reach out to those with experience. Azeneth Mason, Curtis Joseph, E.A. Coetting, S. Connolly Reeser, S. Ben Cayenne, Timothy Black, Frank White, myself, Brian Snelling. Okay? You can find a lot of these people right there on Facebook and also here on YouTube. Okay? Look up groups such as the Order of the Black Thorn. Okay? That's my order. Okay? So I'm a little biased on that one because of the fact that it is an educational order. It is based off knowledge and wisdom. Not from one style, but from all of them. Okay? Same thing with the, say for an example, some of the black arts groups. Okay? A lot of these groups are based off knowledge. Dark sorcery is another one that's based off of knowledge. Okay? It's a good friend of mine's group. And you can always tell the real from the fake because the real will back things up with multiple sources. They will not argue with you. They will not force their agendas on you. Because it is not up to us. It is up to you on what you're willing to do and how far you're willing to take your practice. Okay? With that said, that's been this video and on Pacts and Sorcerers. Alright? Enjoy.